So today we will go ahead for the installation. Sailpoint installation. Sailpoint installation. So let's learn today. So whenever you're going to install Sailpoint, you should start with Java Virtual Machine. Because once you have a Java Virtual Machine installed and you have a path, then you can update the same in the application server. Whenever you're going to install application server, Java, Java, runtime environment path you have to provide. So that is the reason we are going to install Java Virtual Machine. So install Java Virtual Machine? It's quite simple, just give the SSS. That's it. Try to install everything on your system. Okay, so next, once you have Java Virtual Machine path, something like, let me show you. So like JDK.jr, it will be there. If you want development kit, you can install. RLJR is enough. Okay, go to the bin folder you have. Give this path. Okay. 2 places you have to update. One in the application server, it will switch automatically. If it didn't switch, then in that scenario you have to provide. Let me show you. And second, you have to update this path in environment variable. Okay. So the second one, you are supposed to install application server. So application server means we are going to install Apache Tomcat. So you are going to use Red Hat Linux? Okay, so once you are going to install application server, it's quite easy. Just extra double click on the exe file. It's next. It's quite simple. Let me explain what is that. After that, you are going to deploy. Sailpoint into the application server. If so, before that or after that, it's up to you. You can install MySQL database. Okay, so let's install MySQL database. After that, we will deploy. So these are the 4 steps you have to follow. Okay. Once you have deployed the software, you can start Sailpoint and you can access. These are the 4 things you have to follow. So these are the software we have. Let's start with Java Virtual Machine JDK1. Just double click on that, it will open. Next. Okay, so this is the destination folder. Now you are going to install JRE. Yeah, click on Next. Okay, so close. You have installed Java Development Kit as well. Java Virtual Machine has been installed, so we can validate later. Click on the top of the prompt that you can install the second one. Click on Next. I agree. Yeah, next. Okay, so this is the page from here. You are going to decide which port you are going to use. What kind of rules you are going to provide. Is it going to be a manager or user? If you specifically want to use any username password, you can mention over here, or else later you can use the Tomcat usersml file. But as of now, let it be. So the moment we are going to provide 8080 port. Whenever you want to access a point link, then in that moment localhost :8080, the port number you are going to use. Okay, so click on Next. Okay, so, as I said, Java real-time environment path is going to take over. It's based already. Okay. So no need to update. Click Next. Yeah, so this is the folder you are going to install your Tomcat. Click on Install. That's it. It's quite simple. So second step has been done, so we will wait for MySQL database installation. Page 1. And no, I'm great right now. Okay, so whenever you're going to install MySQL installer. So this is how it's going to look, like the page it's going to. So from here you can decide. So are you going to install MySQL Server only? Are you like to add only client? Are you like to go for full setup, which means you are going to install all the MySQL product in OK, and you want to choose a new product? Any custom object. So it's up to you. Okay, so MySQL Server and Workbench enough to install. So in that scenario, you can click on them. Okay, so expand that MySQL so. Yeah, again expand. So here we have 8.05.75.65. So you can choose up to your requirement, but right now can you select 5.7? Yeah, click any version and try to click on the icon. Right, I can. Right aroma. No, in that below May 7th, 2827, select anyone. This one. Yeah. x86. That's to be there. Yeah. x86.